This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shaw.
We have arrived in Sector 112 and request targeting data.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship in Normal Prize for an episode of Homeworld Wars FX Galaxy Edition. So, today we're going to try to answer the ultimate question. Who has the better missile corvette, Vaygr or Turanic Raiders? So as you can see, we have, doesn't actually tell you down here, but we have 50 squadrons of Vaygr Missle Corvettes, and we will be going up against 50 Turanic Raider Missle Corvettes. As you can tell, they all have their radio signals on. They are ready for battle. This is going to be so interesting. Now, we're actually going to break this battle into two parts. This part, which we're doing 50 versus 50, and the next part, which we're going to do 50 Vaygr Missle Corvettes versus 60 Turanic Raider Missle Corvettes. And the reason we're doing that is because that's the unit cap for the game. I kept it at 50-50 for now, just to keep it balanced, but I'm curious to see if Turanic Raiders will pull it off if they use their maximum amount of unit cap. Now, before we actually get into the battle, let's go ahead and compare statistics. So, the Vaygr Missle Corvettes. They cost, and it doesn't actually tell you because I'm at maximum unit capacity, but I think it's 500 per squadron. Each squadron comes with 4. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to control 2 computers at the same time. They move at 280 meters per second, where the I guess I should say how much the Missile Corvette costs on the Turanic Raider side. I think it's like 400. 450, I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't tell you since we're at unit cap. The Missile Corvettes on the Vaygr side move at 280 meters per second, where the ones on the Turanic Raider side are 240, so they are a little bit faster. Or the Vaygrs is a little bit faster. The Missile Corvettes on the Vaygr side do 20 damage, where the ones on the Turanic Raider side do 90 damage. That's interesting because they're both anti... Oh yeah, that's right, because that's per unit. So that would be 80 per squadron, 20 per unit, and then 90 for the Turanic Raider side. Interesting. And the Missile Corvette squadron has 3,000 health. So if you divide that by 4, that's somewhere in the ballpark of like 750, I think. Where the Missile Corvette on the Turanic Raiders have 2,800. So they have a lot more. They have a lot more health than the other side. But then again, it's 1 unit per squadron. Anyways, before we start, as we normally do for these missions, let's go ahead and predict which side we think will win. The Turanic Raiders have the armor, where these guys have the numbers. Because this would be 200 individual Missile Corvettes versus 50 if we did it number-wise. I think the Turanic Raiders are going to win. I think the Turanic Raiders' armor is going to survive all of the beatings that the Vaygr would give them, and the Vaygr are just going to die quickly from the Turanic Raiders' missiles. That's my prediction. But let's go ahead and grab our units, and I gotta do this quickly. And go ahead and initiate the attack. Of course, as soon as I say that, that song plays. Alright, let's get into the battle. Oh, those guys are died. Go, go, go! Launch all of the missiles. This guy's a little confused. So many missiles! So much firepower! Like how every single time I select someone, they die. No, I want one. Son of a... Oh my god, just give me one, please. Thank you. Go, go, go! So far, it looks kind of even. So many missiles flying around, though. Oh, I want this guy. How are the Turanic Raiders doing? No, I think I keep selecting the missiles. So it keeps throwing the camera everywhere. I'm not used to the missiles actually being selectable. Yeah, those missiles are doing like no damage to the Turanic Raiders. This guy's getting tortured. Dude. Okay. So if you had 50 squadrons of Vaygr Missle Corvettes versus 50 Turanic Raider 50 squadrons of Vaygr Missile Corvettes versus 50 Turanic Raider Corvettes. Don't know why that's so hard to talk. It looks like the Vaygr would win. Now again, the Turanic Raiders have a capacity of 60, so let's see if the Turanic Raiders can pull it around when they're actually at maximum fleet capacity. Alrighty, the Vaygr fleet has been rebuilt, the Turanic Raider fleet has been rebuilt, and we're gonna get ready to do this matchup again. So now the Turanic Raiders have their fleet cap maxed out. They have 60, where the Vaygr have 50. We're gonna see if that makes a difference. Everyone is in neutral and in passive. I have them in passive right now so they don't engage each other, since they're really close to each other. They'll just be engaging manually, like we did in the last one. So yeah, let's see if this makes a difference. My prediction, the Turanic Raider armor didn't last as long as I thought it would. I think the Vaygr are gonna win again. I think the Vaygr have the numbers, they have the missiles. Their missiles don't do as much damage as the Turanic Raiders, but I believe their numbers are just gonna overwhelm the Turanic Raiders again. Anyways, let's get to this. Let me go ahead and issue the order. Those guys attack, these guys attack. Shoot! There we go. I told them to attack the wrong one. Here we go! The giant missile fest. Who will be the superior missile corvette in the Homeworld universe? One of those missiles do like half the damage to one of these ships. Dude, the Vaygrs definitely do have the number, well, like a quarter. But they get hit by those missiles, it does a lot of damage to them. Let's see how the Turanic Raiders are doing. Seem to be doing okay. Seem to be doing a lot better now. Oh, and for anyone who was curious, in the last match, 21 squadrons of Vaygr Missle Corvettes survived. So let's, if they do survive, let's see how low that number will be now. Nope. Sorry. Apologize for the barking. Wow, the 10 really make that big of a difference? Holy crap. Wow. Wow. What the heck happened? How did 10 make that big of a difference? There's 42 of these missile corvettes left. Before the other one won by like 10. Was there something I did wrong? Everyone had the same tactics and everything. I haven't done any research on either faction. Weird. Okay. There is a possibility, and I don't have recording proof, but there is a possibility I might have accidentally had the missile corvettes in neutral formation. Oh, we're in evasive. Okay. So you guys see this stuff on the side? I always think the bottom one is passive because it's yellow and the middle one blue, so I always think that is neutral. I had everyone in passive formation, but it was the same on the other team too. So I don't know why. I don't know why 42 Corvettes survived. Maybe it was just the luck of the draw. Because when we do these videos, I don't tell them to actually attack anything. I just give the command and we watch the battle. So there's a possibility that on the first one they did concentrated fire on certain ships and took them down quicker. For this one, it looks like there's a whole bunch of like every ship has been hit, but okay, weird. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. Lots of things to think about. So if there is a large Turanic Raider group, you might want to use something else other than Corvettes because they do a lot of damage, or they will wipe out the Vaygr Corvettes. I'm just baffled at how big of a difference that was by adding 10 more heavy Corvettes, or 10 more Missile Corvettes into the Turanic Raider side. Weird. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave a like if you did. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Vaygr have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.